Hello guys, my name is Juan Carlos and I hope you are all doing well. Today we're gonna be talking about creativity, part 2. So let's start. What I didn't know before about creativity is there are two things that I didn't know. The first one is relevancy and the second one is novelty. Relevancy basically means to actually solve a problem because the problem was indeed relevant to the solution, and novelty means to solve a problem in an original way, one in which you have never solved it before. Right. Let's move to the next slide. Which myth surprised me the most? One of the myths that surprised me the most is this one: creativity can be developed. Why is this one the one that surprised me the most? This one surprised me the most because we as human beings are born with a tremendous creativity capacity and we just need to develop it, and there are many people who still do not believe this nowadays. It's like any other skill which we need to train. There is this quote that I found on an article. It says that every child is an artist. The problem is staying an artist when you grow up. What I understand from the author Pablo Picasso is that basically when you're a kid, you're very spontaneous, you're very creative. You tend to do things that when you grow up you don't do them no more, and those skills are lost once you are grown up because you didn't practice them, you didn't train those skills in order to have them in the future. Go to the next slide. Why is creativity important to companies and organizations? I believe companies value workers who take innovative and unique approaches to solve problems and overcome challenges. I also believe that because everything in the very near future will be based on technology, companies cannot rely using it because technology doesn't have creative skills such as we humans, and that's what separates us among them. And creativity is also what makes the difference between the competitors. Of course, computers will never have creativity, at least right now. They're just computers, People program those computers to do one thing, and we as humans, we have to think first to program those computers, but we are able to think in different ways and in different approaches to make those computers act the way they do and do different things. So of course, companies will try to have people with experience and good creative skills that are capable of doing this kind of things, and that will benefit them in economic ways. There's a quote here by Linda Nyman that says the economic future of an organization depends on its ability to create wealth by fostering innovation, creativity, and entrepreneurship. Basically, what it says here, what I said before, the organizations depend on innovation, creativity, and entrepreneurship. And we people tend to be very creative, and of course they will hire the people who have this best skill, because those are the ones that the companies really need in order to succeed. Okay, let's move to the next slide. Two common approaches to creative thinking: divergent and convergent. Convergent thinking focuses on finding one well-designed solution to a problem, while divergent thinking is the opposite, and it involves more creativity. I would also like to cite this quote by the author Brown. Convergent thinking says fixed size something is either black or white. However, divergent thinking views concepts less rigidly. It considers the gray areas and less certain perspective of the solution. I looked up this quote on the internet, and it really helped me see the difference between divergent and convergent. As it says here, convergent thinking is basically one fixed mind. You only see white or you only see black. However, divergent thinking involves more creativity. You tend to see the gray areas, not only the black and the white, but also the gray areas. You're more open mind. You tend to see things different than others. Move to the next slide. Real world examples of the creative change process. Well, sorry. For me, music will be considered a real world example, because in the past people used to buy CDs and cassettes to listen to music, but then it all changed and it was all digitalized. So now consumers decided to opt for a more modern way of listening to music, such as Spotify, iTunes, Pandora, and other platforms. The factors here are persons, process, environment, and product. For the persons, consumers started to opt for music streaming services, either Spotify, Pandora, or like iTunes, just as I mentioned before. The process used to be CDs and cassettes. As you have also mentioned, MP3s. I don't know if they're considered cassettes, but I used to have them back in the past. I used to love them, and they all turned into music streaming services. Environments, a more digitalized world. Consumers decided to listen to music on platforms. And products, basically the final product will be music streaming services, because it all went from CDs and cassettes to the final product, which is music streaming services. Alright, I hope you guys like this presentation, and thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day. Bye bye.